Call this December meeting of the City of Port Colborne Council to order. At this time, if we could rise for our national anthem. And this evening, we have Renee Bisson is going to sing it live. And then that'll be followed by our land acknowledgement from our Deputy Clerk.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command, car ton bras sait porter l'épée, il sait porter la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on God for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on God for thee.
The Niagara region is situated on treaty land. This land is steeped in the rich history of the First Nations, such as the Hattaway-Wendourok, the Haudenosaunee, and the Anishinaabe, including the Mississaugas of the First Credit Nation. There are many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people from across Turtle Island that live and work in Niagara today. The City of Port Colborne stands with all Indigenous people, past and present, in promoting the wise stewardship of the lands on which we live.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Clerk. Renee, thank you. As they say, live from Port Colborne, it's Tuesday night. At this time, if I could have Councillors Bodner and Hoyle move the council agenda dated December 9, 2025 be confirmed as circulated. Are there any changes to the agenda? Okay, all in favor? That's carried. Disclosures of interest. We've only had one disclosure of interest on tonight's agenda from Councillor Beauregard. He's declared a conflict on item 11.3C, request for draft plans of subdivision extension, Rosedale Estates subdivision 2025-235. Are there any other conflicts? Seeing none, thank you. So now we get into the fun time of our December meeting. We have our holiday choir performance. So if you guys want to come forward and stand at the front and let's hear that golden warble. So we welcome our choir tonight from McKay Public School. And these guys are all at the actual McKay School, not at the high school, right? Because they are at two campuses. So we welcome you guys, and yeah, we're looking forward to it again. Thank you.
Songs for you today. Our first one, we have a couple soloists, so we are going to start off with our Chipmunk song. All right, are you ready, Chipmunks? Okay, 1, 2, 3.
All right, Chipmunks, ready to sing your song? I think we are. Yeah, let's sing it now. Okay, Sonny. Okay. Okay, Theodore. Okay. Okay, Alvin. Naturally. Very good, Theodore. Alvin, you don't want to flash. So watch it. Alvin. Alvin. Okay. We away that loose, I still want that. We can hardly stand the way. These Christmas will be late. We can hardly stand the way. These Christmas will be late.
All right, our next song is good old Frosty the Snowman. All right, ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Frosty the snowman was a jolly happy soul, with a corncob pipe and a buzzing nose and 2 eyes made out of gold. Frosty the snowman was a fairy tale, they say. He was big as snow, but the children know how he came to life one day. Must have been some magic in that wholesome hat they found. But when they placed it on his head, he begins to dance around. Oh, Frosty the snowman was the one as he could be. The children say he laugh and play just the same as you and me. Frosty the snowman knew the sun was hot that day, so he said, let's run and have some fun now before I melt away. Down to the village with a broomstick in his hand. From here and there all around this fair, singing, catch me if you can. Down the streets of town to the traffic call. And they paused a moment when he heard him holler, stop! Oh, Frosty the snowman had to hurry on his way. But he bid goodbye, saying, don't you cry, I'll be back again someday. Stoppity, stop, stop, stoppity, stop, stop, look at Frosty go. Stoppity, stop, stop, stoppity, stop, stop, over there will go.
Okay, our next song is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3.
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny
It is I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. Okay, ready?
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Oh, a hippopotamus blue. Long, 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 twinkle, toy. I want a hippopotamus to play with and enjoy. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. I don't think Santa Claus will mind you. You won't have to use a dirty chimney flue to bring him through the front door. That's the easy thing to do. I'm sleeping now on Christmas morning, creeping down the stairs. Oh, joy and what surprise when I open up my eyes to see a hippo hero standing there. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only hippopotamus will do. No crocodiles, no rhinoceroses. I only like hippopotamuses, and hippopotamuses like me too. Mama says the hippo will eat me up again. Teacher says the hippo is a vegetarian. Swans never in our two-car garage. I'll feed him there and wash him there and give him his massage. I'm sleeping now on Christmas morning, creeping down the stairs. Oh, joy, what surprise when I open up my eyes to see a hippo hero standing there. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. No crocodiles, no rhinoceroses. I only like the hippopotamuses, and hippopotamuses like me
Ready? All right, our last song is We Wish You a Merry Christmas, a good way to end off our performance today. You ready? Yeah. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
All right. Now, we're all in the same line. So Jacoby's line first. Yeah.
Well done, guys.
That was great.
Good job.
Good job, guys.
Good job. Great job, guys. Well done. And you were smiling.
Good job.
my god, that was so cute. Yeah, from the chipmunk song was so cute. Oh my gosh, really? Yeah, that's so good. So good, yeah.
Which one's that?
The hippopotamus.
Oh, no? Oh, it's great too.
So good.
It's old.
Yeah.
I know, it's like 1950s.
Yeah.
Almost in that Well, I played when I was a kid, but I mean, it really made a comeback about 20 years ago. Yeah. But I never really listened to that first. You can never understand it. Oh, yeah. Those are good. I like the coconut ones, the volume coconut. And the scored. All right, council, that was phenomenal. Okay, Public School, once again, putting on a great show for our Christmas council meeting. At this time, we're going to do our framed Christmas card presentation. So I'm going to do this from the side podium. Okay, so this year, we had over 200 submissions from Port Colborne Elementary School kids. We actually had a really hard time on choosing only 6 cards this year. Staff forced the mayor to reduce the numbers, but that's okay. We'll work on that for next year. And after a lot of thought, these 6 designs were handpicked by CAO Bowles and myself. Just to let everybody know how we do it, we see pictures only, names are in the back, we go through out of the 200, which line all those tables in the very back room, and then we pick a whole ton, and then we remove the ones we didn't pick, and then we put those out again, and then we narrow it down to 6, and then we figure out who the winners are. The designer of the cards were showcased on the City of Port Colborne's float in our annual Lighted Santa Claus Parade this past Saturday. And the artists are here tonight to be recognized and presented a commemorative frame of their art and the card that was featured on our float, which is up here. So what I'll do, I'll call you each up one at a time. And then once we hand out the framed card, we'll get you to stand in front of your large card at the front, and then we'll do a group photo. So if we could have Emmett Smits come forward. Thank you, Emmett. On over here. We have our comms person. I'll do one right here. Come on out. Yeah, oh gosh, yeah. Take a minute going.
Thank you.
You go stand in front of your card. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, I'm just going to do one more real quick, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Full size. Thank you.
Next, we have Gaeta Surgenes. How are you? Congratulations. Come on up this way. We'll get a picture. Big smile. And you take that and stand in front of your card up here. Here, you take that with you. Stand in front of yours. Next is Natalie Walker. Come on up. Congratulations again. Come on up here. And we have Scarlett Walker. Great, thank you. Come on up. Come on, closer, come up closer. There you go. Okay, you can buy your card. Thank you. Mara Pierce. How's Mara today?
Good.
Good, come on up. Come on up. There you go. Good. Thank you. You will take that and stamp by your card. And we had one more. We had Hudson Ketch. Hudson couldn't make it this evening, but we did get his stuff to him earlier. So let's give a round of applause to our card holders. And we're going to do a group shot up front. All you guys squeeze in. There we go. You had to put up pylons for you.
Safety protocol.
Actually, cookies are in when you can't stay.
I know, I almost ran out. Whew.
Good idea.
Anybody else for pictures? All right, and you guys can take your big cards with you. Thank you very much. Very good. You know, that's all right.
I think he's in the yellow jacket. Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Another one? Oh, yeah. That's what, next Wednesday? Yeah, next Wednesday. Okay, council. Since we're back at it, another great job by the kids in our community, both with the McKay Choir and then our 6 Christmas card designers. As I say, this is one of the best times of the year that we can have here during our council meetings. We just want to thank everybody that put their designs in. Please, next year, let's try to outdo the 200 we had this year. Let's try to get more kids involved in our Christmas card entries. And anytime you want to do that, get it to us and we'll hang on to it for next fall. So now we're on to the mayor's report. So Santa is officially in Port Colborne. He was actually here this evening. For those that on TV didn't see him, he was here with the kids this evening, handing out lots of goodies. But he did arrive Saturday afternoon in true marine fashion via the pilot boat along the Welland Canal. The event was presented by Downtown Port Colborne BIA. And we thank everyone who came out to join us Saturday night at the lighted Santa Claus parade. It was an incredible evening of community spirit and holiday cheer. And our winners this year for Port Colborne's lighted Santa Claus parade are, the community group was École Saint Joseph School. Business category was the W2 Dance Studio. Our musical category was Port Colborne High School Concert Band and Drumline. And honorable mentions went to Maple Meadows Farm and Event Center and Shirk Mobile Maintenance. All the floats were phenomenal. I mean, it was great. And we have a big thank you for Peters Excavating for helping us bring Santa to Port Colborne with their incredible reindeer and sleigh, as well as the Grinch Who Stole Christmas float, which was right ahead of Santa Claus. We thank everybody for coming out. And again, crowds were huge this year. We're all the way from Port High, down Steele Street, down Clarence, right to downtown to West, and over right here in front of City Hall. And Sunday, December 7th, it marked Port Colborne Historic and Marine Museum's 49th annual Grand Old Christmas Festival. Attendees stepped into the magic of the season at our beautifully decorated Heritage Village, enjoyed chestnut roasting and warm apple cider by the fire, carolers singing their favorite holiday tunes, horse-drawn carriage rides, pudding sales, Councillor Bruno, went fabulously this year, and much, much more. Yes, right. Join us at the Valet Health and Wellness Center on New Year's Eve for an afternoon of family-friendly fun, and stick around for the dazzling fireworks show starting at 6 p.m. outside the center. And our doors open at what time, Jasmine? I think around 2 or 2:30, somewhere in there, our doors open and festivities begin inside. This event is free. Oh, there you are, 2 o'clock. So they put it at the end of my notes here. And we kindly encourage attendees to bring donations in support of Port Cares. So again, that's Wednesday, December 31st, from 2 to 6, and then 6 to when the fireworks end. And just a little bit of a teaser here for what's going on. We have 2 to 3:15 family open swim, 3:45 to 5 free family open swim, 2 to 5:30 gym activities and games, 2 to 5:30 free community family skate. That's presented by Rankin Construction. The other are done by the YMCA. 3 to 4 YMCA dance party with Rumi from K-pop Demon Hunters. That's in Gym 1. 4 to 5 is Skate with Spider-Man and Rink 1. 2 to 5:30 is the New Year's Eve photo booth presented by the Port Colborne Public Library. 2 to 5:30 is free face painting and glitter tattoos. 2 to 5:30 is Let It Snow modeled magic snowmen crafts, community resource room, first floor. That's by the gym. And at 6 p.m., as we've said, we have the fireworks. I have to note that it is weather permitting. Wind is a huge factor in it. But I don't think we've ever missed yet that I know of. The City of Port Colborne is once again hosting All Hands on Deck Holiday Drive. This is running until Wednesday, December the 17th. The initiative will collect new unwrapped toys or books and non-perishable food for Port Cares, new and used clean coats and new mittens for Birchway Niagara, and new and gently used CSA certified safety boots for Habitat for Humanity Niagara Region. Our drop-off locations include our fire hall, our Public Works Department, Valet and Health and Wellness Center, right here at City Hall, and the Port Colborne Public Library. Today, Enbridge Gas Ontario, the Fire Marshal's Public Fire Safety Council, and Port Colborne Fire and Emergency Services announced they are working together to improve home safety and bring fire and carbon monoxide related deaths down to zero. Port Colborne Fire and Emergency Service received 222 combination smoke and carbon monoxide alarms through Safe Community Project Zero, a public education campaign that will provide more than 14,200 alarms to residents in 75 communities across Ontario. This year, Enbridge invested $450,000 in Safety Community Project Zero, and over the past 17 years, the program has provided more than 115,000 alarms to Ontario fire departments. When properly installed and maintained, combination smoke and carbon monoxide alarms help provide the early warning to safely escape from a house, fire, or carbon monoxide exposure. Carbon monoxide is a toxic, odorless gas that is a byproduct of incomplete combustion of many types of common fuels. Chief Double reminds us that having working smoke alarms in every home, on every floor, is the most critical step we can take as a community to save lives in the case of a fire or carbon monoxide exposure. Port Colborne residents are invited to visit forms.portcolborne.ca/smoke-alarm-program or call 905-835-2900 to learn more about having one of the new fire alarms installed for free. And we have a holiday promotion council. You get 15% off Empire Sandy cruises during Canal Days in 2026. And this is on from now until December the 25th. For more information, including the promotional code, this can be found on the Canal Days website. And this concludes my report for the evening. Any questions, council? So before I turn it over to our regional rep, I just want to say to everyone, it's been a great year, and we look forward to what's coming up in 2026. And from my family to yours, please have a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Councillor Badaway.
Thank you, Mayor Steele. First off, Merry Christmas. The holidays are here. It just sneaks up on us, doesn't it? Mr. Mayor, I have a short, brief report this evening, and it's based on a lot of calls that I've been receiving from our business community as well as some members of council with respect to the recycling. I do think that you had a report last meeting on what's happening, but just a short update with respect to some of the efforts that we're trying to deal with at the region. I'm sure you recognize that under the province's new framework, this transition is expected to continue without interruption up until December 30th. And then, of course, the changes that will be made going into the new year. Bill and I have had a great deal of discussion on this with respect to what steps we're going to be taking if, in fact, the province doesn't come back with their solution. The model that they're actually going toward right now with respect to a producer model versus a municipal model. And with that, we're expecting them to come back with a solution vis-a-vis payment to the municipalities, so that therefore we can proceed with a program similar to what we had before. If not, and if there's no solution from the province in the interim, there's going to have to be some arrangements made with the municipalities in the region until that does happen. We are working on that right now. I'm hell-bent over the fact of not having that service available for especially our business community in the downtown area. I have, and I'm sure Bill has, received many calls throughout the past few weeks because of the concerns, especially from the businesses. But I just wanted to make sure that you knew that we're on it. If you folks have any questions or you're receiving any calls, you can either call me yourself or you can pass on the calls to myself, and I can deal with it to deal with the businesses as I have been in the past few weeks. Other than that, right at this time, and there is, I guess, to some extent, some concern. The interruption is something that is a headache for a lot of the businesses. That goes without saying. But again, we're dealing with it, and hopefully we'll have some solutions in place first quarter of the new year. Budget time, we have a tough budget this year, whether it's the water, sewer, water, wastewater budget, or it is the budget in general when it comes to the levy. We are meeting on Thursday. Hopefully we're going to get down to more granular on the budget and hopefully get it down below the 9 to 10% that it's actually targeted or it's pegged at right now. The one thing that I'm going to be looking at going into the new year as well is a better investment strategy that the region has to embark on. They have a great deal of money right now sitting in reserves, doing nothing. And there's an opportunity to have that money make money through a proper investment strategy. So it's something that we're bringing forward in the first quarter of next year, and hopefully we can deal with that in an expeditious manner versus just letting it sit there as it has been for the past many years, doing nothing for the region or for you for that matter. That's all I have, Bill.
Great. Any questions for the regional councillor? Thanks, Vance, and Merry Christmas to you also.
Yeah, you guys have a good one. Spend it with family and get a rest. Have some fun.
Thanks. On to the consent agenda. We only have one item.
Not too much fun, Bill.
Pardon?
Not too much fun.
No, not too much fun. Did that Saturday night after the parade. We only had one item pulled that's under correspondence. Under item E of correspondence, the City of Welland letter to mayors, a call to action standing together for justice and the protection of Canada's children. So I'll pull that out from the consent agenda so we can vote on the other items in block. So I do have Councillors Elliott and Bagu moving that council hereby approves the listed consent items on the December 9th, 2025 consent agenda, and that consent items be approved on the recommendations as contained therein. All in favor? That's carried. So items requiring separate discussion. Items 11.4E becomes 12.1, and that is the Welland letter. And I've got Councillors Hoyle and Bodner. They want to pull this so that this can be supported as opposed to just received. Both councillors didn't need to speak on it, they said, so this is for support. Any questions from any other councillors? We're all set. All in favor? And that's carried. Thank you, council. Staff remarks. Mr. Long.
Merry Christmas. Best wishes for the holidays. Looking forward to working with you and council in 2026. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary. Mr. Shapowski.
Yes, just wanted to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Also wanted to thank everyone that was able to attend the water, wastewater, and stormwater open house. We had a great turnout, and we really appreciate everyone's insights at that meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Eric.
Merry Christmas, everyone. And one update I've got is that next Monday, December 15th, will be the first day that AK is using the new access to their site directly off Highway 140. Klein-Smith Road will cease to be the access to the construction site or the site. So Klein-Smith will return to being a road used for the residents that live on it. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Jasmine.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Other than a very Merry Christmas to all of you, no updates from communications.
Thank you. CAO.
Thank you, Mayor. Just to the team, thank you for a terrific year. Everybody made a huge difference going through this whole year and the projects we've done. And to the community, just thanks for the spirit. I know with the amount of public engagement we did this year, I think we really changed the game, and the engagement that the community showed with respect to that engagement was second to none. This was my first year in this role, council, and I thank you for the support and guidance, despite the various hippopotamuses that we might have had to work with or work through during the course of the year. Together, we all tackled quite a bit, and I know we have a lot to do in 2026 on a number of topics, including healthcare, and I look forward to working with everybody on those.
Thank you. Madam Clerk.
Just to echo everybody else's sentiments, on behalf of the clerk's office, I just wanted to take a moment to wish everyone a very happy holiday season. I also wanted to thank council, staff, and the community for your dedication, collaboration, and hard work throughout 2025. It's been a privilege to work alongside you this year, and I very much look forward to continuing our efforts in 2026.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. At this time, we will move on to councillors' remarks. Councillor Aquilina.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just wanted to state that tonight is probably my favorite council meeting every year. Having the choir here and doing the Christmas cards is always it's always fun. Next would be the grant check distribution would be my next. But I wanted to wish everybody Merry Christmas, and I wanted to send my appreciation to staff for all the hard work that's been done this year. It's been a busy year for staff especially, but for council as well. And I think everybody's done a great job this year. So thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Baggett.
Thank you, Commissioner. Just a couple of things. I missed the last council meeting, so I missed thanking our Director of Public Works. He was very true to his words. He told me the Eagle Marsh Street Bridge would be open on the last day of November, and it was. A couple of days before it was a little hairy, Mr. Mayor, but I do appreciate being honest, and that number at the end of the month was the residents were really looking for. I was telling each resident, I believe Steve, drive through it on the last day. So
Drive through.
So other than that, Mr. Mayor, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and looking forward to seeing everybody at the Vail Center.
Cheers. Thank you. Councillor Bruno.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just one question will be to Steve. Steve, I did notice, I know that they're closing Barber Drive for like a year, but I was interested on, after a Burlington hockey game with a grandson, I came up Barber Drive from 140 and Second Concession, and I noticed that they were saw cutting Barber Drive all the way up past the gate. And I had heard issues that they'd found some water or storm sewer on it. Do you have any idea why? This isn't around the Robin Hood tunnel. It was all the way up the shoulder, and when I was driving by, they were up past the gate for the steel company that loads on the east side of Barber Drive. And I was just curious, now that it's being closed, have you found anything, or is there anything happening there that it was being saw cutted?
Through you, your worship. So that closure is happening for part of the region's tunneling project, as we're tunneling infrastructure below the canal to tie into the city infrastructure on either side of the canal. I haven't heard of any anomalies that have been out there to date. If they are digging in the middle of Barber Drive, and that'll be where the actual shaft sits when we dig down to tunnel under the canal. So that'll be saw cut there. We're also saw cutting a little farther up too, where we'll do some final connections for the wastewater system and also for the water. So there will be a number of saw cuts all the way up to Highway 140 to around the bend on Barber. So it's not closed quite yet, and we're just awaiting a final date for it to be closed. We're anticipating just before the holidays or just after the holidays, but we'll be sure to communicate that to the public so that they're aware before it happens.
On the sign they put tomorrow as the date that they were closing. So thank you for that. If you hear of anything else on there, if you could let me know through the holidays. I also wanted to thank Eric and his staff and Brian. There were a couple of meetings in the last month on different subdivision developments in Port Colborne where Eric and Brian actually sat down and met with residents, 1 on 3 or 1 on 5. I think Tim Horton's West Side Road was the headquarters for those meetings. So I want to thank you both for taking the opportunity out of your day to sit with people. I know they were really overwhelmed that you offered that opportunity, and they were well pleased with the frankness and openness of your answers. Besides that, I too would like to wish everybody here a Merry Christmas. I do have to say that after 20 some odd years here, that I found this year to be an exceptionally busy year, has been mentioned, but exceptional as far as the staff here are concerned. I've never seen a better and harder working staff in all those years cumulatively. What we accomplished this year together is in large credit to you. I don't think I'll ever forget the first 6 months of this year when we were meeting twice a week to get caught up. So thank you all very much. Thanks for the assistance you provided me. And again, to the citizens of Port Colborne and my colleagues, Merry Christmas.
Sorry.
I didn't pull the item that Bram worked on over the last 2 weeks on the researching of whether we could change the terms of the Nickel Street grant application to tighten it up building permit wise. And Bram made a special exception for those having environmental issues. So I just wanted to take the opportunity to thank you for doing that extra work, looking at the regional bylaw. I think that's better for the citizens and better for the municipality. So thanks for that hard work. And my condolences to you, sir, on the loss of your father-in-law. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for the reminder.
Thank you, Councillor. Councillor Elliott.
Thank you, Mayor. Just thanks to the fire, to Public Works, to bylaw, and to the gentleman sitting in the back room from building for helping me out the last couple of weeks. They went above and beyond. I was going to say thanks to the chief when he was here for responding to an email that came in. And I think with the weight of the fire chief responding, kind of set it straight on what was going on, and there was no reply. So I wanted to thank him for that. And just to echo what everybody else said, this past year flew by. Like literally we were so busy, meetings and after meetings, and I don't know how staff got it all done. We're still going to push that rock up the big hill next year. So enjoy your break. And enjoy being away from us for a little while. Although I know how much you love our company. I don't think, this is my third term being on council, I don't think I've ever seen the city this busy with so many balls up in the air. I don't know how you all managed, probably just by the skin of your teeth. But hopefully we've made some changes and agreed to things on how to get done with your input and your direction. That has really helped the city, and we will be better going forward. I know there's pain now for a little bit of ease later on, but like the old adage is, if not now, when? If not us, then who? So it's been a really good time to be on council, to make those tough decisions for the betterment of the city and to see the city to grow, to do what we actually are here to do. So kudos to you. Merry Christmas. I hope you have some well-deserved downtime with family and friends, and rest up because January will be here soon enough. And even sooner, we'll be seeing Merry Christmas for 2026. So get a lot of rest, and thank you for everything that you've done this past year.
Thank you, Councillor. Councillor Hoyle.
Thank you, Worship. I'd like to thank staff for all they do. I know the citizens may not realize it, but we do here on council. So I thank everyone at every level for all the help they've done and what they do for the citizens of Port Colborne. And I wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you, Councillor. Councillor Bodnar.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First of all, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year from my family to yours. And I think I'd like to thank my fellow councillors because, you know, we do talk to other councillors from other municipalities, and I think we're blessed here to have a council that works together. We certainly have discussions. I've never heard any loud arguments or anything like that. It's cohesive, but we don't always agree, but we always come to a solution. I think that's a big deal, and I think you should be proud of that as councillors. And it is a pleasure working with staff. It was a busy year. Probably the busiest, I think, of my terms on council ever. And like people have mentioned, more to come, but I'm looking forward to it. We know we can overcome all kinds of stuff, so I think we'll keep our head down and just keep going. And thanks to everybody that's involved. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councillor. Are there any notices of motion this evening? I didn't think so. Bylaws, if I could have Councillors Hoyle and Bagu move that the following bylaws be passed and enacted as presented. Bylaw 7413-10425, Bylaw 7414-10525, Bylaw 7415-10625, Bylaw 7416-10725. Questions? All in favor? Carried. That did, it went fast. Again, we thank McKay Choir, we thank our Christmas card students that came out tonight. Again, staff, thank you for a great year. And as some of you have said in meetings throughout my term here, is I hope you get some new running shoes for Christmas, because if you thought you were running fast this past year to 2 to 3 years, next year is just as going to be as busy. So again, thank you guys for everything you do for council, but primarily for what you do for the citizens of Port Colborne. Thank you again. So with this ends our 2025 council meetings.